Everyone, I'm Rashmi Mangla. I'm working as an assistant professor for the BBA department of St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. The subject that I'll be teaching today is Human Resource Management. This is our 8th lecture of HRM, and today we'll be starting with Unit 3. Now the topics that we'll be covering in Unit 3 today are developing human resources, that is employee training, benefits of the employee training, objectives of employee training programs, and steps in employee training programs. Now, what is employee training? When we tell about developing human resource, employee training is a method with which we can develop the human resource working in the organization. It is basically a program that is designed so that the skills of the employees can be enhanced, or their knowledge can be increased, or the efficiency can be increased. So let's see employee training first. Now, in the words of Edwin B. Filippo, training is the act of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. Now, what is training? Training is the act with which the knowledge and skills of an employee are increased so that he can perform a particular job more efficiently. Now, when we deal with employee training is a program that is designed to increase the technical skills, knowledge, efficiency, and value creation to do any specific job in a much better way. Training program is periodical and given at regular intervals. It is never continuous. That means training doesn't goes on continuously throughout the year or throughout the employment process. It is given at specific intervals, maybe after like 3 months or maybe after 6 months. So as and when needed, training is provided to the employees. Training increases the needed skill set and helps in development of an employee as well as overall growth of the organization also, because when the skills of employees are developed, they are able to produce more and they are able to do their work efficiently. So ultimately it is a growth of the organization. Now, employee training, it is usually given by a professional or an expert in any particular field or sector. It is needed by every employee at work and different stages of work. So at different stages, training is required by each of the employees. It is necessary in improving the quality of work of employees across different levels in an organization. Now, training is important. Why? Because it improves the quality of work. So it's very much needed. Now, it is also needed when an employee is moved from one assignment to the another job location. Like when your job has been, you have been transferred from one location to another, then also training would be required, because different locations might have got different ways of working. So training is required in every aspect. Now let's see what are the benefits of employee training. Benefits of employee training are decreased accidents, better productivity, improved employee morale, declined supervision, probability of promotion, reduced employee turnover, technology update, and effective management. Now let's just see them in brief. First one, when we talk about decreased accident. Now if the employee is trained, if he knows how to work on the machines which are provided in the organizations, if he knows how to operate those machines, there are less chances of any errors happening or any accidents that might happen on the job. So the risk of accidents get decreased with employee training. Then better productivity. Obviously, training of the employees enhances their productivity as well as their efficiency. When employees are trained, they know, they get skilled how to do the work which they have been given. And when they are skilled, they know how to perform the work within the stipulated time. So gradually their efficiency also increases, and along with that the productivity also increases. Then improved employee morale. Training increases the job security as well as the job satisfaction of the employee. That eventually leads to less absenteeism. That means when employees are satisfied with their job, when they have job security, when they are happy working in the organization, there will be less absenteeism and there will be less job turnover. That means employees will switch over less. So training improves their employee morale because they get more motivated to do the work, they get self-confidence. The decline supervision. Now when an employee is trained, he knows how to do the work. So it is it is not very much important to now supervise him. That means less supervision is required because he is already aware of his duties and responsibilities that he has to do. So very less supervision is required, which will again result in less wastage of efforts and time. Then probability of promotion. Now training equips employees with better skills. When employees are trained, their skills get enhanced, their knowledge is developed, which makes them more eligible for promotions. When you are more skilled, when you are more experienced, you are likely to get promoted. Then reduced employee turnover. Staff are more likely to feel valued if they are invested in. When your employer is investing in you, he is providing trainings for you, he is giving you some development programs, he is conducting for you. So you also feel valued that yes, your employer is valuing your skills and he wants to enhance your skills. So therefore, when you are connected with the place where you work, when you are connected with your seniors, you are less likely to change the employers. So training and development is seen as an additional company benefit. Recruitment cost goes down due to staff retention. When staff is retained, when staff does not want to shift, when nobody wants to leave the organization where they are working, so recruitment cost will be reduced because there will be no recruitment required until and unless there is any new process coming up. Then technology update. Now as we know, the technology is changing at fast pace. Every day new technologies are coming up. So the workers must also learn new techniques to make the use of advanced technology so that they can use the advanced technology. Thus training is required. It should be treated as a continuous process to update the employees in the new methods and procedures. That means whatever new methods, whatever new technologies are coming up, employees should be up to date with those technologies, and for that training should be provided to them continuously. Then effective management. Now training can also be used as an effective tool of planning and control. As we studied earlier, it develops skill amongst the workers. It prepares them for handling present and future jobs. It helps in reducing the cost of supervision. It helps in reducing wastages, reducing industrial accidents. That's all what we studied in the above points. It also increases productivity and quality, which are again cherished goals of a modern organization. They are the main goals, increasing productivity and the quality. They are the main goals. So training is an effective management tool because it helps in attaining all other objectives of the organization. So these were the benefits of employee training. Now let's see some objectives of employee training programs. Now objectives of employee training programs are to prepare employees to meet the varying and challenging needs of the job and organization. Now why is training provided? It is provided so that the employees are prepared. They are well equipped with the tools, with the skills which are needed for to meet the needs of the organization. Then to provide knowledge and skills to new entrants and to help them to perform their role and job well. Now it is again, employee training is also required for the people who are joining new, who are new joinees. Why? So that they can be provided with knowledge and skills and it will help them to perform their role and job well. The next one, to coach employees for more complex and high level jobs. Training is again important to coach employees, that is to make them well equipped with the skills which are required for more complex or for higher level jobs that might come up. The last one, to educate employees new and innovative ideas and techniques of performing job. Whatever new technologies are coming up, any new ideas, any innovative ideas are required so that employees can be taught all those ideas and techniques. That is why employee training is required. It is conducted. So these are the main objectives of employee training programs. Now let's see the steps that are involved in employee training programs. That is Now training program involves these following steps. There are mainly these 5 steps which are involved. Let's see them one by one. Identifying the training needs. Now, the training needs of each employee should be identified. Programs should be developed that are best suited to their needs. So first step is we need to identify. That means what sort of training has to be provided. हमें पहले वो ढूंढना है. We need to identify कि किस तरह की training देनी है. And then once the needs have been identified, programs should be developed. That means which are best suited. जो programs needs को completely fulfill कर सकें, which are best suited to the needs. Those kinds of programs have to be developed. Second step, prepare the trainer. Next step is once the needs have been identified, the next step is the trainer must do his homework well. He should know what to teach and how to teach. The trainer should know that he has to, what information, what education he has to provide and how he has to provide those skills or education. So he should know that well. Time management is required by the trainer. Time management is required. Training should be delivered in such a manner that trainee should not lose the interest in the job. Trainee should have that interest in the job. That is how the training should be provided. Then next step is prepare the trainee. The trainee should remain active during training. He should know that why is he being trained. He should know कि इसको training क्यों दी जा रही है. He should put across the trainer questions and doubts. He should ask. That means he should be very proactive in the training session. He should ask his doubts. He should ask his questions, and the trainee should be put at ease during the training program. So the trainee should be put at ease so that they are comfortable in the training program, so that they don't feel bored. So they should be put at ease. Then next step, explain and demonstrate the operations. The trainer should explain the logical sequence of the job. The trainee should perform the job systematically and explain the complete job he is performing. Whatever task trainee has been told, he should perform it systematically after following all the steps, and he should explain also the complete job that he is performing. His mistakes should be rectified. If he has made any mistakes in between, they should be rectified, and complex steps should be done for him once. And when the trainee demonstrates that he can do the job in right manner, he is left to himself. When he is able to do it properly, then he is left to himself. So through repetitive practices like this, the trainee acquires more skill. As he practices more, he gets more skilled. Then the last step is follow up and feedback. The trainee should be given feedback on how well he performed the job. Whatever job he was told to perform in the whole process, the way he has performed, he should be given a feedback on that. He should be asked also to give a feedback on the effectiveness of training program. Whatever training has been given to the trainee को जो training दी जा रही है, तो trainee भी उसका feedback दे that what sort of training he had been given and was it effective for him or not. So follow up and feedback is the last step of the employment training program. So children, we'll be covering the next topic in the next session of our Unit 3 lectures. Let's see some questions. Define employee training and explain its benefits. Explain the objectives of providing employee trainings. What are the steps involved in employee training programs? Stay tuned for the upcoming videos. Thank you.